Alright, back at it. My name is Stan, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over pretty much all the gyms I've been to over the past couple of years. I'm going to give you my complete honest review for each of these gyms, like very transparent. I'm not going to BS you or try to hide anything. But before I actually break down each gym, I kind of want to go into the importance of what gym to select based on your needs. Yes, you go to the gym to work out, but another big component to it is just like supplementary equipment that they have, such as like pools and saunas. So I'm going to be including that in there, as well as like just the networking atmosphere. To people that aren't beginners, they know that Equinox is like the pinnacle of all gyms, and that's like the gym that you should probably be going to if you want to like meet high client personnel of that nature, because Equinox runs you a bill of $350 a month. So that's not going to be a beginner's gym. But the point is like choose a gym that you feel like you'll fit in and like network with people that you want to be around. So for example, if you want to get big and you want to be a bodybuilder, go to Gold's Gym. But if you're just a casual gym goer, go to LA Fitness. So now obviously I'm using those two gyms for an example, but there really breaks down to like the atmosphere in general. Now, obviously I would not recommend Planet Fitness for anyone. And I'm assuming since you're watching this video, you might be already going to Planet Fitness and you just want to find another gym to go to. I've never been to Planet Fitness, so I can't speak from them from my experience, but I've heard from a lot of people that they just suck. So with that being said, the first gym I want to talk about is LA Fitness. So LA Fitness was the first gym that I've actually went to. I actually started going back there in November of 2019. Actually, I lied. The first gym I ever went to was the YMCA. But this was like the first like official gym when I started taking lifting more consistently and serious. So the LA Fitness I went to, they were very flexible with my time and schedule, so I was pretty good. But from an equipment standpoint, my LA Fitness only had like 3 squat racks in total and maybe a couple Smith machines. Yes, they had a few benches. Yes, of course, they had dumbbells. I went up to like a ridiculously high weight. But point is that they didn't really have any of the compound movement not machines, but like just equipment in general, which is okay. I don't really need it because like the way that I train, I don't really do barbell, bench, I don't back squat, I don't deadlift, so it didn't really matter to me. Another key component that I didn't really like about LA Fitness is that everyone was leaving their weights around. They didn't re-rack. It kind of pissed me off. They had a basketball court, they had a sauna, they had a few cable machines, which was pretty nice. They had a pool, and the amount of machines that they had was just insane. Moving on to the next one is Esporta Fitness. Now, I don't know about you, but the Esporta Fitness that I went to, they bought out the LA Fitness I was going to, except it was under like a crappier management. It was like more disorganized. It kind of sucked. Same equipment, but I mean, it just was dirtier. You could tell that the workers just didn't care as much. Next gym that I went to was Anytime Fitness, and I actually really liked it. It was a very small facility, but Anytime Fitness, it's in the name. It's 24 hours. They give you a key card. You go to the door, you scan your key card, and you're able to go in whenever, which is nice because like I have a pretty weird work schedule to where like I'm up late a lot and I'm up early a lot as well. If I want to fit a lift in, it was great because I could just like go whatever. Sometimes it'd just be like me and one other random person there. As for equipment, they only had 1 Smith machine and 1 squat rack. Again, I didn't really use it, so but from a general person standpoint, you could tell that it was very lacking in that sense. But at the time, I had just gotten off a ship, and the gym on the ship was just as small as the Anytime Fitness's like weight area. Didn't really bother me that much. They had a lot of cardio machines, which was all right. I think the general accessibility, but also the price point makes it a pretty decent gym if you're trying to move away from like Planet Fitness. If you're looking just to go whenever you want for a cheap price, I recommend it. I like to lift in peace, but I don't know about you. So the next gym I went to was Albany Barbell Club, and this one was up in Albany, New York, of course. And oh my God, it was pretty hardcore. It was pretty industrial. A lot of serious lifters there. They had a ton of squat racks, a ton of deadlift platforms, a ton of benches, a ton of freaking dumbbells that went up to a ridiculous weight. I thought it was a good gym, but of course, it's only to Albany. I think this one could be tied into, I'd say, Gold's Gym, for example, mostly because of how like focused it was on like the heavy weights of like powerlifting, I guess, in a sense. I know Gold's is more bodybuilding, but whatever. The point is, it was still pretty hardcore, so I thought it was pretty cool. As for supplementary equipment, they didn't have a pool, which is all right, but they did have like a bunch of cardio machines, bunch of machines. The machine area was actually pretty tight, pretty compact, but you know, it was still a pretty cool small gym. Liked how they had a bunch of protein shakes and a bunch of snacks up front, so after your lift, you grab a snack. Next gym that I want to talk about. So I'm actually going to combine these. It's YMCA and Health Tracks. So you probably never heard of Health Tracks, and that's okay. I don't know how like wide scale they are on a national level, but you've definitely heard of YMCA. It's pretty much an old person gym. You pull up and it's just a bunch of old people working out, which is great because it's quiet and all the equipment's open except for maybe like the treadmills. But you know, it's like kind of depressing. It's like not lively in a sense. I like things when they're quiet, but it's like gives off like old people home vibes. Not to be insensitive or offensive, but it's like you could tell from like the way that the walls are just painted. It's a pretty sad place to be around. I will have to give it to them though. They had like a full green field, like a artificial turf area, which is pretty sick. They had a basketball court. They both had pools. They both had saunas, which is pretty sick. Hot tubs. They pretty much had everything, even weights and free weights and stuff of that nature. So I definitely recommend it only if you're trying to work out in a quiet area and you don't care of what's going on and you don't care about being around old people. So if you're looking for that, good. Just be wary of it. The next gym I want to talk about is The Edge Fitness Club. So this one's like your typical commercial gym. I'd say it's kind of like LA Fitness, but maybe just like more modernized in a sense. I like it, but there's minimal supplementary equipment in the sense of like there's no pool. It's kind of a small area. Like they had cardio, they had machines, free weights, benches, couple deadlift platforms, and a small little turf. They had a sauna, but I mean, it just didn't really feel that big of a commercial gym for as it should feel like. But I mean, I'm not going to hold it against them. The Edge, I'd say it was nice, but it was too open to the point of where it seemed small. Now again, I've only been to one of the Edge Fitness Clubs. I know that they're all over like the New England area, but the one I go to, that's the way it is. I don't know if they're all set up differently, but besides that, they had all the equipment that you could have wanted. And the one thing that I really like about the Edge Fitness Club that none of these other gyms had is they actually had dumbbells in increments of 2.5. So if I was crushing out lat raises and I needed fucking 22.5s, I could just put down the 25s, pick up the 22.5s. Because like it gets to a point with the 25s where you're just like, and you're exhausted. It's like, okay, do I do half reps or do I drop set to the 20s? It's like, okay, whatever. And the atmosphere of people at the Edge Fitness Club, I liked it. You know, it seemed like a lot of people around my age. But at the same time, it was like a little too crowded. Again, it just depends on what time you go. And unfortunately, it's a commercial gym, so they have commercial gym hours. It's not like any time where you go whenever you want. As for cardio machines, they had pretty good setup of cardio machines. And another thing I really liked is up front, they actually had like a merchandise area and like a protein shake bar. So you could order like a recovery shake or protein shake after your workouts. I thought that was pretty cool. Honorable mentions for this list have to go to Ship Gym number 1. It was crappy. I don't know if I have a photo of it, but it was like maybe a room the size of this room. You know, it's whatever. They had like one of those Bowflex dumbbells that you could like adjust the weight by like cranking the handle. And yeah, some guy thought it was a good idea to duct tape the whole thing like together. So like you couldn't adjust the weight. You had to deal with the max. It's like, okay, whatever. They had like a lat pull down machine. Not a machine, but like a cable machine for like a lat pull down. That was broken. They had one elliptical, kind of worked. And they had one bench that was very unstable. Another honorable mention for a gym has to be a home gym. So home gym is where it started all for me. It's like the stomping ground. You can't go wrong with it, especially the garage. That's what I'd do. I'd just be in my room or I'd be in the living room as well, just working out. I had these old weights my grandfather gave my brother and I after he passed away, and I just used those. You know, I had the plates on, whatever, it's cool, I like it. But I really started lifting back in 2017. I'd be in my living room without a shirt on, just watching those Jeff Cavalier Athlete Next videos and just doing like the 6-minute ab workout to get you 6-pack abs in 28 days and the 30-day arm routine to get bigger arms, stuff like that. It's very nostalgic in a sense. And on days where like I have no other access to the gym, like I'm telling you, I'll find a gym to go to, even if it's on the edge of the earth. If I can't find a gym because all the gyms are closed or I can't get a hold of any staff at front desk, I'll literally just supplement whatever split or whatever day that I'm working out for that split. So like if it's leg day, I'll supplement it for at home. I'll find a way. So home gym, I'll give that an honorable mention. But anyways, if I were to choose any of these gyms on the list that I could recommend to you, if you're looking for a gym that you could go to anytime throughout the day without any worries of people at the front desk or whatever, Anytime Fitness or any grungy hardcore gym that offers like 24-hour service. If you're looking for a quiet gym that has a lot of supplementary like machines and other like equipment such as pools and saunas, and you're looking for like quietness and just accessibility accessibility to anything at any moment you want without worries of it being taken, I definitely recommend YMCA or Health Tracks. If you're not looking for any of the extra stuff and you just want to like work out and lift weights and you're looking for more of a modern crowd of people, I definitely recommend the Edge. And lastly, if you don't have any access to any vehicles or access to a gym at all whatsoever, no matter what, I'd go to Planet Fitness before the home gym if I'm just being honest. But if you want to work out at home, I definitely just recommend getting some 35-pound dumbbells and maybe some bands and just having a good time with that. Maybe a pull-up bar for your door frame. I would say though, the one pro about having a home gym is like there's no commute and it's quiet. So you know that the equipment's not going to be taken up. But then again, it's like it's at home. So anyways, I thought I'd switch it up this week. I thought about doing a self-improvement guide, but I wanted to just make a guide of what gym you should choose, especially for those looking for new gyms this year. My name is Stan. I come up with new videos every Monday and Thursday. Self-improvement, fitness, men's mental health. I want to just better the world. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I appreciate it.
Sliding with Justin, we push a Chevelle, cop stop. This shit was a stoley third block. We giving them hell, teachers